What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host Josh, and we're back with an actual nice and edited video. We've been very busy of late, and obviously had a lot of watch-alongs we're doing, but we got a lot of fun projects coming up in the future, and we're also just gonna jump back in it today. We had some people reaching out to us saying that they missed our little match preview, so we're back, and we're back with a good match preview because we have the upcoming game with Borussia Dortmund against Lazio, and it should be honestly a pretty interesting game considering that top spot is really on the line. So taking a look as we do in these previews at the table in the Champions League, we sit top of the table right now with a 3-0-1 record. We have 9 points, while Lazio is 2 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses with 8 points. So clearly it's an important game. I mean, if we can come away with a draw, it'll obviously, we'll still be 1 point ahead, but if we can really get a victory here, we'll pretty much solidify the fact that we're gonna top the group, and that's gotta be obviously the #1 goal that Dortmund wants to do. We want to top this group. We were the heavy favorites to begin with, so there's no reason we really shouldn't do it. But looking at the game we just came off of against Köln, it was dreadful. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. It was an awful watch. Like, the watch along was great because you guys are amazing, but like the game itself was just a struggle from start to finish. I thought Favre got the personnel completely wrong. But the one good thing about this season's poor performances from us is that we've always bounced back with a good result. This is a perfect opportunity for that. The chance to solidify, like I said, the opportunity to top the group, and what you want to do to get a kinder draw going forward in the Champions League. So let's kind of just jump in and take a look at the teams. And obviously the last time we played them, we lost 3-1. It was a poor game. We're well aware of that. We were obviously away from home. We played in the 3-4-2-1 formation. It just did not gel that game. So I read a couple articles of some predicted lineups, and a lot of them were saying they were going to go back with the 3-4-3 for us, and I just don't see the way it worked. Watching that Lazio game was very frustrating. I just can't really see us going back with it. I think the 4-2-3-1 will be a little bit better and be a little bit more even, and that's the formation I'm hoping we go with, because Lazio is very stubborn when it comes to their formation, and they're not leaving the 3-5-2 anytime soon. So let's just jump into the formation that I kind of really hope that Favre's going to go with, and it's going to be in the 4-2-3-1. Berkey will be in net with right back. It looks like the time has come. Thomas Meunier has picked up an injury. We're hoping that he will obviously get back. I mean, I know that there's been so many controversial things about that Meunier, but I mean, honestly, he has been a much better right back since we switched to the 4-2-3-1, but the guy needs some rest. So, I mean, I honestly want him to get back as soon as he can, but I think that him finally getting out of the team will be good in general for him and the team as well, just to give him some much needed rest and to give someone else a chance. So in that right back spot for me, I see Felix Passlack going there. I'm pretty excited to see him in. A lot of us has called for it. I was debating with Marai, but I just feel like Passlack's just got that little bit more minutes under his belt today and should hopefully be good enough to fill in for Meunier. Looking at the center of the park, there's no big surprise there. It's going to be Akanji on the right and Hummels on the left. Don't need to explain it. There are two most informed and best center backs. They will be in the back four. The left back was a bit of an interesting one, and I know Guerrero had that knock, but I mean, he I think will hopefully be back for the Lazio game. If he's not, my starting 11 will be completely thrown out of there, but I have a feeling he's back in training, and the last time he came back from that little knock, he went straight in, so I have a feeling he probably will too, especially because Meunier is out, so that's why I see Passlack on the right with Guerrero on the left. Looking at our center defensive mids, this is the one that comes with a lot of debate. I stress this enough. A lot of you guys have asked me what's my favorite center defensive mid duo, and it's going to be the ones I predict here. And it is. It's the in-form Mo Dahoud, along with Delaney. Thomas Delaney needs to be in there. The way that they played in the last game, like not those two, but the way that Emre Can and Witsel played in the last game shows why we need that little more dynamic type of mobile center defensive mid in Bellingham or in Dahoud. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Bellingham partnering Delaney, but I'm hoping, and I kind of have a feeling because Dahoud has got a lot of rest in the past few weeks, it should hopefully be Dahoud and Delaney. I think those two gel together. I think in these stubborn 3-5-2 formations that no team ever likes going up against, Dahoud can be that link. He's just got that little bit more experience than Bellingham, and I think he's the call. Everyone in the last watch along said there was no reason why Dahoud didn't start. I've stressed it so many times on the channel, I'm getting sick of explaining myself, but it's got to be Dahoud, it's got to be Delaney, and I'm hoping that's what it will be in the middle of the park for us. Looking at the front four though, I want to see this. I thought Sancho had a nice bright game against Cologne. I mean, I know that it was a frustrating game in general, but I just think he's starting to build a little bit of momentum, and he had that stunning free kick not that long ago. So I'm hoping that we can ride a bit of form here. So I see Sancho out on the left. We want to see Hazard on the right. There are two wingers. We're playing this formation. They need to be the two that are going there. We don't want to see Brandt get put in that kind of situation again. And then as our center attacking mid, I'm going to see Gio starting today. I think Royce played, he's the only one who honestly, in my opinion, and like I didn't think Sancho was the worst, but when it came to the last game against Cologne, it was Marco Royce and it was nobody else really, because it was just a poor showing all around. But I think they're going to be a little bit careful with Royce, so I just see Gio getting in for this game. I could be very well wrong. It could be Royce starting, but I just have a feeling that Gio will play in a more comfortable position, is number 10 with two natural wingers beside him. And of course, Haaland up front. He had a tough game out against Cologne. Don't count your blessings that it's going to happen again, because this kid's meant to score, and I see it happening there. So that is a starting 11. I'm thinking that's going to happen for the Lazio game. Let me know if you guys agree or not. Let me know if you think it's going to be the 3-4-3. I really can't see it just based on what happened in the last game against them, but it's definitely up for debate. But we're going to get into our little key matchups here. And the two little matchups I want to keep an eye on is going to be from Borussia Dortmund is going to be Thomas Delaney, because I'm almost certain he's going to start this game, and Luis Alberto from Lazio. Luis Alberto is their playmaker. He's their number 10. He's the little magician on the ball, and he's so dangerous. And you got to keep an eye on him at all times. He's looking for one main target, and we know who that is. He'll be our other player in our little watches, but he's honestly, he's a sensational player on and off the ball, and most of the creativity that Lazio is going to have come this way is going to start with him. That means our center defensive mid, our real center defensive mid, and Thomas Delaney is going to be the man who's going to be charged with trying to shut down Alberto, because if he doesn't, then he's going to be able to link up with Immobile and cause us trouble. And on that, like I just mentioned, the other little matchup you want to be careful about is going to be Ciro Immobile, because he is the target man. He's a natural goal scorer. He's completely changed his honestly his footballing future when he made that jump to Lazio, and he's been in incredible form. And Luis Alberto has been his playmaker. Those two have an amazing connection together, and they're going to be the most dangerous players coming from Lazio. So I need to partner up Immobile with probably our captain on the night if Royce doesn't start, and that's going to be Mats Hummels, because we know how inconsistent we can be at times, and if there's going to be one stable person at the back, it's going to be our leader. It's going to be Mats, and he's going to be the one keeping an eye on Immobile, because he is absolutely dangerous. We know that, and if you want to have a solid defender shut down someone as talented as Immobile, you got to look at Hummels to do so. So those are the two key little matchups that I want to keep an eye out for. Luis Alberto and Ciro Immobile are just a sensational little duo, and they're going to be very dangerous coming towards us. But I have faith in the boys, which is why I'm going to give my little prediction here before we wrap up this preview video. And knowing how well we do on bounce back games, knowing the crushing defeat against Cologne, which was just honestly embarrassing, we're hoping that doesn't happen twice. Erling's looking to score after that honestly miserable game on his standards. So, and we know the top spots on the line, and that's another thing that's going to drive you. So I just see that there's too many things going for Dortmund for us. So I'm going to give a 2-0 prediction for the boys, hopefully to really just solidify the top, and so we can go into the knockout stages with a comfortable position, and bounce back performances from a lot of the teams as well, especially Mr. Erling Haaland. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, comes the end to our match preview with the upcoming game. We're doing a watch along it. Of course, we always do a watch along on our Champions League games, so definitely be sure to check that out. We're going to keep you guys posted on Instagram and Twitter. So if you are new around here, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.